Hello, this is Tijuana, the real estate apostle, living my best life coach, all around natural beauty, entrepreneur extraordinaire. And today is February 16th, 2022. And I'm excited to be keeping up on my 90-day upload a video every day YouTube challenge. And I'm excited because this is going on, the second week, and I'm actually doing it. So there was a video yesterday that I made that was kind of like recapping different Airbnbs, which is one of the streams of incomes that I plan on implementing as a entrepreneur and stuff like that. So anyway, today's video is going to be about the steps that I'm taking. And talk about the benefits of why you need to have your personal credit looking good in order to be able to qualify for the different business credits and business money that you want to get to fund your business. So stay tuned, and I'm going to give you some tips and my rationales, and I'm going to also show you or tell you the befores and afters, because if you've been following me since the beginning, you'll know that in 2020, when I started the channel in July of 2020, I can show you the things when you use your personal credit in order to fund your business, how it's disastrous. And now I'm doing this a second time, this time with keeping my personal credit pretty pristine, and how much easier or more profitable that is going to be this time around. So if you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe and click the bell notification, because things is moving fast now, and it's about to happen for real, y'all. Okay, so for those of you who have been following me since the beginning, I've been documenting my journey to be successful with this whole transitioning from a worker to being an entrepreneur. That I did have a video. I'm going to leave the link in the description box. It's called How to Start a Business and Get Business Funding. And I'm going to talk to you today about the importance of getting that business funding. And I can tell you by trial and error, because my initial try for this whole entrepreneurship, I was using my personal credit, and there's like a 99.9% failure rate if you were to use your personal credit in funding your business, because in the process of doing that, you're going to ruin your personal credit, and you'll realize that with a business that you won't see the profits from that for a while, because the goal is to reinvest whatever you are making in it back into the business. But if you are using your personal finances, you need some type of income coming in. So a lot of times we will use our personal credit to get things going, and then any money that you do make from the business, you're kind of using it to pay your pay back your personal debt. And then also in the process of using your personal credit, you will start to see that your personal credit will start to decline, because you're going to, number one, increase your utilization, and that's about 30% of your actual FICO score. So if you go over 30%, then your credit score is going to take a dramatic hit. So that's why it's important to apply for the business credit and let the business credit actually fund your business. And I know, because I didn't do that in the beginning. So it took me, several months to pay back and get my personal credit back up into a very nice stratosphere. You want your first number to start with a 7. Even though a lot of banks and stuff will look at 680 for your personal credit score, or you can actually get some funding with a 640 on certain lenders. The first number starting with a 7 kind of opens up a lot of doors for you. So the best thing to do is to make sure that, even if it's just a low 7, 702, that first number starting with a 7, it pretty much kind of guarantees you an opportunity to get some type of funding, because 7, even low 7s, is considered, good. So keep that personal score up. Go back and watch that video. I give you kind of a step-by-step on how to start a business, because if you don't have a legitimate business, you're not going to get legitimate business funding. So the most important thing to do is to start your business as soon as possible, because at least you'll have a date of birth for that. And then a lot of finance companies or lenders like to see you in business for 1 to 2 years. So instead of putting it off for next week or next year to start your business, just go ahead and get it started. It's not that expensive. You can get your LLC up and legitimize. Usually you can pretty much do it in a day if you've got a little bit of money, for under $300, and you're good to go. And that way you can go ahead and get your business checking and start applying for some business cards. A lot of times when you open up the checking account, the bank will offer you a business credit card. So those are some good ways to get started, because a lot of the times that this whole thing is pending on time, like it's not overnight something. So that's why it's super important to go ahead and be a legitimate business, so you can apply for different fundings and your business could fund itself. And that way you could stay afloat. It's not going to cost you a lot of stress, because if y'all go back and watch those videos, you'll see that after I quit my job, and I was making good money as a registered nurse, and when I didn't have those steady, paychecks coming in, I started to live off of my savings. And then once I blew through all of that, because I was still, I wasn't focused. So the other thing too is, like, if you're gonna do this entrepreneur thing, you've got to have a focus. And the best thing to do is just to have like one serious thing, Of course, like I've been saying, and other folks have said too, you want to have a few streams of income coming in. But if you want to be successful, you really do need to kind of narrow that focus into one good, strong something and get that up and going, and then move on to the next thing. Excuse me. That way you're not kind of like chasing your tail and then run the risk of getting caught up in in depression when you start realizing that the money is not coming in, or you not making enough in the business to be able to pay yourself and keep the business going. And then you start to see your personal credit start to decline. It can really do a good mind game on you to make you feel depressed and like you can't believe you just gave up everything, or this loser a loser spirit, which I know, because that's exactly what happened to me, until I went back to work and fixed my finances. So another thing too is that you always want to pay attention to your personal credit. Like, don't let nobody tell you not to worry about that. You can do that another time. Your credit is your identity. So make sure that that's always number one, and you set boundaries. A lot of times, like, if you do have a decent some type of credit, sometimes like friends and family will be always looking at you to help out and all that good stuff. Oh, hang on, let me fix this here. Looking at you for to help them out and stuff. But a lot of times, I always say this, like when you get on the airplane, they always tell you, when they go through all the little emergency stuff, put your mask on first before you help the person next to you. And that's because if you are fumbling around trying to help somebody else, now you're not getting any oxygen. Next thing you know, you're passed out, and then both of y'all dead. So that's why it's always important that the most important person in the entire world is you. You know what I mean? So the most important person in the world is me, for me, because if I don't take care of me, then I'm not really going to be available to help somebody else out. So you have to set boundaries and learn how to say no. I did talk about that in another video. I just don't remember which one, but I'm going to say it again here today to let you know that, be prepared to say no and feel good about saying it, and let go of guilt or feeling, like you can't say no, or that you have to help everybody. A lot of times you have to really put yourself first, and then you'll be able to be more of a help in the future when your stuff is tight and together. All right, so number one thing, keep your personal credit together and start building your business credit. Get that business together, be legit, because if you're just talking about what you're going to do, you're just doing a DBA or something like that, you're not like registered with your state, you were kind of like a pirate, like you're not really legit. You got to be legit in order to be able to get something. So make sure that you got a real business so you can get real business funding. And that's all I'm going to say today. Again, I'm just making sure that I'm keeping up with my everyday upload a video challenge, which I've done before in the past on 2 other occasions, because I have noticed that, and like I said before, YouTube is another stream of income. So depending on how much work you put off into it, and you can grow that to where it could, oh, it's about to slip again. Okay, y'all see, I haven't found, when I went home this weekend, or for a weekend for me, I still wasn't able to locate my my tripod. So this is kind of propped up on a little bowl, and it's not a real tripod, so it's slipping. And I'm just making sure that keeping up. Like, now this would have been an excuse for me not to do the video, and then a lot of times once you like fall off the wagon, you miss one day, it gets easier and easier to miss a second day. And I'm just excited because I can see the growth. Like, it's just a week of me being consistent with uploading daily, and I've already got more new subscribers. Thank y'all for y'all new subscribers. Please go back and watch all those videos so you can kind of get an idea of who I am and what's going on, and what I'm doing today, and how it I've documented the whole thing, even when I was down and scared and depressed and realized I had lost everything. I even had a little episode where I was door dashing because when I wasn't making any money in the real estate. But anyway, so I'm all here today. Go ahead, like and subscribe, and tune in tomorrow for another video. I'll be expressing more stuff. Right now I'm studying for my because I said I'm going to open up the wellness center. I'm studying for my national test that I have to take on Tuesday, and I'm also looking at some different real estate. I did look at a property. It was a rental unit for to host the place. That's when I realized that, I've got to buy the facility, because the guy was like worried about his floors. They weren't even really nice floors, but it's an asset. So, and I'm in Alabama where things are still very inexpensive. So the smart thing to do would be to go ahead and make a real purchase, which is what I'm going to do. And I've come up with a name, but I'm not going to tell y'all just yet, because I'm not really sure if I want to keep that name, but I'm pretty sure that I will. And I'll just keep y'all posted. So for renting the space, it's a no-go. When I saw it, I went to tour it when I was off, but I'm gonna buy something. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm looking for the proper location, and gonna get this thing up and running. So right now I'm just studying for my certification and looking for a spot, and this is like the beginning of my work week. So I'm back here in Georgia, as y'all can tell, and this Airbnb was a great one. I did a video yesterday on the different Airbnbs, and this is one that y'all can see. I was here last week, and this is one I've rebooked several times. So again, like I said, I was going to do Airbnb as a stream of income, and I got a lot of experience since I've been doing the travel nursing since September in another state, and I've been each week, checking out different Airbnbs. So I got a lot of experience with it, and I believe it's going to be beneficial in my own business. So thanks for tuning in. I'll see y'all tomorrow in another video. Peace.